happen? What if Soma is just cursed with bad luck?
Soma has only ever pleased the gods. Deserting her now, breaking your oath, that is what will bring us ill luck. Eivor, I am honored you have joined us.
What's your plan here?
All the Shire support Soma's ruling the city. These hamlets do not. They're feeding and outfitting Wickman's army. So we will burn their homes, quick and devastating, like the thunderclaps of Thor.
How did you come to be in Soma's clan?
A vision from Evolver set me on this path. It pricked my mind like a splinter, then faded. But I wanted more. For months, years, I ate only henbane, mushrooms, sacred plants, hoping to see something new. But my body dwindled. I lived addled, maddened, a wanderer, taken in by Saxons and spat out again and again, until Soma found me, naked and alone in the fens. She clothed and cared for me. Humbled as I was, I owe her my life.
Visions can be strange and powerful. What did you see?
I was climbing a mountain. A lion and a snake upon my back, weighing me down. I struggled. Then Soma appeared, and she eased my burden. When we reached the peak, there was hardly enough room to stand. On a point like the tip of a blade, we teetered there, gripping one another, tightly. I know it can seem distant, obsessed, but the gods are with us always. I see it as my duty to shelter Soma from their ire.
What do you think of the others? Leif and Birna?
Leif. He's a talented sailor, if a little enthusiastic. And Birna, well, Birna thinks of life as a grand joke. She was a smuggler when Soma pulled her from the muck, making a living on lies. Birna is part of my clan, and I will fight beside her, irreverent as she is. But she has no care for her destiny.
How did you come to be in Soma's clan?
A vision from Evolver set me on this path. It pricked my mind like a splinter, then faded. But I wanted more. For months, years, I ate only henbane, mushrooms, sacred plants, hoping to see something new. But my body dwindled. I lived addled, maddened, a wanderer, taken in by Saxons and spat out again and again, until Soma found me, naked and alone in the fens. She clothed and cared for me. Humbled as I was, I owe her my life.
Visions can be strange and powerful. What did you see?
I was climbing a mountain. A lion and a snake upon my back, weighing me down. I struggled. Then Soma appeared, and she eased my burden. When we reached the peak, there was hardly enough room to stand. On a point like the tip of a blade, we teetered there, gripping one another, tightly. I know it can seem distant, obsessed, but the gods are with us always. I see it as my duty to shelter Soma from their ire.
I am eager to start throwing torches.
Now let's rid these hamlets of Wickman's rats. Light your torches and set your arrow tips ablaze, Eivor. The red enemy of the branch will make quick work of this place.
Won't be gentle if they spot me. Leave no house unburned. For licking Eldam and Wickman's boots.
Raiders! The Northmen come! Remain steadfast! Have your guts out!
your last breath.
By all the saints, die! Come on! We have this!
Yeah.
You're mine!
Here. Won't survive, fool. Advantage. Focus. We have this.
I'll take you! You're mine!
With me. Here. Snuff you out.
Thanks.
My thanks, Abel.
smell of burning roof thatch and heady turf fire. Now that was something. Wakeman is sure to take notice.
You stamped and roared like a fiery Surtur himself, marching through the flames of Muspelheim. I'll see you back home, Drengar.
You'll get nothing out of me. Nothing!
Eivor, the plan worked. One of Wigman's captains caught him sniffing around Euroli Ponte. Remember, you don't need to kill him. Have fun. I'll be planning our next move in the Longhouse.
Little boy, where is your daddy hiding?
Godless heathens. Grambridge is a province of Lord Wigman of Walden. The city is rightfully his.
Poor soldier. Doesn't know what heathens do to men of God like him. Hasn't heard the stories, it seems.
We can educate him. Look at those ham hands. Could make a nice pair of gloves.
And his heart. A heart that beats in a lad like this? Feed a family of 6 for a week.
Let's cut his throat now and water the orchards with his blood.
No, sweet lord, no! He's on the Isle of Ely, Ealdorman Wigmund, in the monastery, I swear.
Thought that would take till the next morn. Let's tie him up and let him rot away.
Oh, fucking Dane halfwits! The Lord will smite you from this land, all of you! May God have mercy on...
That home-thieving snake might have cast a curse on us. I couldn't risk it.
Christians don't curse.
Wigman's on the Isle of Ely. I'll tell Soma what we've learned. What do you see, Sunan?
I have an iron stomach and a powerful thirst.
Þegar við nokkur þá bannað að fæða í bænum. Munu þið vinna matanum
Eivor, what did Wigman's little man have to tell us? Wigmund is at the monastery on the Isle of Ely. hiding among the church mice. I'll need to plan our attack. But I won't face him while the traitor he commands is still under my roof. So what have you learned?
I found a message meant for Saxon forces. It said not to attack any longship painted yellow.
There's no yellow on our longships beyond some small details. If there's a yellow longship in the fens, I want to know.
Your secret tunnel had many footprints nearby, and its mouth was painted with a yellow mark. Whoever betrayed you, they did so by marking the tunnel entrance, then opening the way to let the Saxons in. Birna was drinking in the longhouse when the attack began. Others can attest to that.
Hardly the behavior of someone expecting an attack.
Birna used to be a smuggler. Hardly an honorable life.
There is honor among even the lowliest of men. Danes know that better than most.
Birna is in love with you. Unanswered love is a volcanic emotion.
Birna has always been unpredictable. But she's a warrior grown. She does not let her emotions guide her actions.
Leif told me his yellow paint had been stolen.
Yellow is a troublesome color to make. He was upset when his stores were stolen.
Leif disagrees with how you run Grandbridge.
This city thrives under me, as a bustling port for his longships, for instance.
Leif wishes he had stepped up to lead, and to be where you are now.
Leif has a celebrated place in my clan. As a shipbuilder, he is without peer, and he knows I know this.
Gallen told me he was near death when you found him, and saved his life.
Yes, people thought him cursed. He was adrift in deep water. But don't we all deserve a guide back to the shallows?
Gallen puts his visions above everything, to the point of fanaticism.
Visions are like clouds. Each person sees a different meaning in the shape, and Gallen sees an important meaning.
I need more time to think.
Of course. Feel free to search the Shire for clues, and speak to anyone you wish.
Thor himself could now drink me.
What's wrong with you?
Well, you're not the regular sunbeam I've come to know. Something weighing on you?
I was wondering on a few things. I found a letter telling the Saxons not to attack a longship painted yellow.
None of our longships are painted yellow, I don't think.
What happened the night of the attack?
The people were at peace. A beautiful night, fog and all. Then came the Saxons all around, and Soma roaring like a great bear. When she called a retreat, we ran for the longboats, aiming to regroup in the swamps. It was an ambush, no more, no less.
It must ache to serve under someone you love so deeply. One who...
Some days the pain hits hard. I need to press my hand into my heart to keep it from digging through my chest.
You are a smuggler. Some would say that's not a trustworthy past.
And water is wet, what a surprise. I'm an opportunist. I see a chance, I take it. It's helped Soma so far. She knows what I am, what I was. But she trusts me. Who would better know the difference between a joke and the truth?
Someone in the city let the Saxons through the Longhouse tunnel. When the fighting started, where were you?
Drinking with my warriors in the Longhouse. When the Saxons came, I fought. I couldn't have shown anyone the tunnel. Eyes were on me all day and night. You're back again, Sunbeam.
I need to get going. These bags are beerness, packed for a long journey.
Eivor, you look like the wind has flecked your sails. What's going on?
I was wondering. You said your yellow paint was stolen before the attack.
Aye, and yellow is not an easy pigment to mix, let alone acquire. I was furious it was stolen.
You told me you often disagree with Soma's orders.
I do, but I follow them. It's my duty to this clan, to my Jarl's Kona. A man's honor comes from his acts, not his wishes.
How did you feel when Guthrum named Soma the steward of Grandbridge and not you?
If being honorable were easy, we would have no evil men. It is something I wanted, sure. But I'm a man of honor, above all.
I found this odd letter, telling Saxon forces not to attack any longship painted yellow.
I never painted any longship yellow, beyond a few small touches. It's expensive. I know of no such letter.
How did the night of the attack play out from your view?
I was working in the shipyards. Next thing I knew, the city was burning from the inside. Then Soma led our retreat.
Leaf. Someone showed the Saxons the Longhouse tunnel. Where were you when the attack started? What were you doing?
When the fighting started, I was in my workshop, decorating a sail for our allies in Grimsby. Without my yellow paint. By the time Soma gathered me to retreat, the city was under attack from within. I was nowhere near the tunnel. Nowhere.
My friend. Did anything strange happen before the attack on Grand Bridge?
I saw 2 Saxons riding past the city while I was on guard. One to the Melbourne Monastery and one toward Utbeck Camp. I think they were messengers. I didn't think anything of it since they weren't coming here.
Come, see my wares.
I must take my leave. So long. Hail. Did you see anything strange on the night before the attack?
I saw someone run from the outskirts of Grand Bridge to the shore, just before the fighting started. Too dark to see who.
Eivor, this is a surprise.
I was wondering. The visions you've had about you and Soma, how do you interpret them?
A piercing question. I believe it means that Soma will lead me to greatness, however difficult. That she is linked to my destiny.
Why were you at death's door when Soma found you?
I left my clan to pursue my vision. I don't remember much. The sacred plants addled my memory, but I was hungry for more visions. You may not understand, but Soma does. She knows the gods have a plan for me, and that following it is worth any risk.
I found a letter to the Saxons from Wickmund. It said not to attack any longship painted yellow.
Strange. Only Leif would have the tools to alter the color of our longships. Something to ask him about.
Did you see anything odd when the attack began?
I did. I saw a wave of Saxons appear in the heart of Grand Bridge, as if by magic. Odd as wings on an eel. I fought ragged to the brink of death from one night to the next. You saw the end of it. Wolves almost took me.
I'm trying to find who betrayed Soma to the Saxons. I could use your help.
I wish I could help. The night of the attack, I was meditating on the shore, far from prying eyes. I was alone that night. And until Saxons appeared, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. I hope that's enough.
You look like you know a thing or two.
This area is off limits.
Back to one!
Kill!
Þá gömul völva í grennd.
kin! Shoo, you big old Dane! Away from my brood! My sweet feline kin! Shoo, you big old Dane!
Rats, be gone!
Shove lands, old man.
Those rats. I tried everything. I poured lye, I harvested locusts, I hired children to kill them. I need an army of miracles.
They are pesky, and have ravaged your good crop. Nah, the gods can't get at rats.
Ha! You heathens and your gods. All I want is to rid my field of rats. Feed the fair folk of the Shire.
You need natural warriors to keep them at bay.
Blasted, cursed, horrible rats.
Someone hauled this bucket of yellow paint all the way down to the riverbank. They quickly painted a longship beached here, then they sailed off with allies to help crew the vessel.